Hi Collective, I just wanted to come on here and read you guys a download that I received. Before I do, I wanted to ask a question here about like timeline or time distortion and glitches that I've been noticing. Like last night, I went to bed at 10:30 and it seemed like I had been sleeping for quite a while. And I usually will wake up at least once in the middle of the night, and I could have swore it was like 4:30, and I looked at my phone and it was only like 11:30, like only 1 hour had passed. And it was just really weird. I was like, it seemed like so much time had passed since then. And then I went to look at my phone just to see what time it was, and it said 4:30. And then I clicked it again, like, to refresh it. Clicked it again, and then it said 6:30 a.m. And I was just like, whoa. I was like, this is really weird. I was like, what's going on? Like, time is either going really slow or really fast. Have you guys noticed anything like that? And if you have, I'm just really curious to hear about it. Because I was like, am I going crazy? Like, what's going on here? But, alright, so I'm going to read this download to you guys that I received. Let's see here. So, instead of trying to get to your next higher self timeline, timelines collapse. You just have to shift into the timeline version of yourself that already is aligned and has it. You are not trying to get there, you are just trying to remember it. That's a part of the awakening. As you remember, it will become easier to understand how. Your higher timeline already has what you want. Creation is finished. Everything that has happened or is happening or can happen in the future is all in this very moment. Everything is here and now, past, present, and future. Time travel is possible because of the now moment. We just have to remember it. That did come through. Don't take that as fact or anything like that. That could have been my own thought, because I was like, oh my goodness, so if everything's happening now, then it's possible to travel back in time. What if we can go back? What if one of the things we discover is we can go back to moments in our lives that were so wonderful to us, like the first time we fell in love, the first time we held our child, just different things like that. Can you imagine like just how beautiful that would be to like get to experience those things again? And then let me see here. Alright, yeah, so that's another reason it's called the Great Awakening, because of the Great Remembrance. So when you heal generational wounds and trauma, you change the past and the now moments. That's why your ancestors, your bloodline, is so proud of you, because you broke that cycle and changed the past. You did that. So just be like really freaking proud of yourselves, guys. Like, you did that. Like, everything that you went through, like the hell on earth that we have all experienced, yeah, it wasn't for nothing. And look where you're at now, like learning how to accept your divinity. So yeah, just be really proud of yourselves. You like literally changed the outcome by like rewriting the past because of what you've done. You like completely changed it. The last download here. So when in meditation or prayer, when you go before God, accept your sovereignty, fully trust and say, I choose to serve you and the greater good for humanity, and then it is done. Fully mean it. Fully answer the call to serve. Ask and it shall be given. Have 100% faith and trust in God. After that is done, you will start receiving your gifts. God will start using you. You will start to have a knowing, a full trust in what these gifts are. So like after I did that, after I went into meditation, I would say it was like, I think it was like the full moon, or sometimes they call it like the sturgeon moon, is when I did that. What I did is I went like into a meditation, and basically I just accepted the full sovereignty. I finally believed in myself enough to do it. And I was like, there's too many synchronicities, there's too much to this, where it's like I'm starting to remember, I'm starting to know. And I knew that I had to accept that. What I did is I wrote down, my past self, and the messages that I wanted to write down were, thank you for teaching me what I needed to know. Thank you for showing me what I needed to know. And I basically said goodbye to my old self and stepped into the new. I burned it. I went out, you know, to the fire pit and burned it. And then I came back in and wrote, you know, my new life and what it was going to be in my highest timeline. That's when I did the whole sovereignty thing. And I said, I want to serve. I want to, I know who I am. I know what I came here to do. And I fully trust in you. I fully believe in you and the gifts that you've given us and that power within. That's what I did. After I did that, I would say I received, you know, the gifts like 2 or 3 days later. I'm not saying you guys have to do that. I don't think that that's, you know, something that you have to do. It's just what I did that helped me believe in it even more, I guess. I think once you choose to step into sovereignty, choose, you know, love, light, truth over fear, control, ego, I think you're already chosen. You're already stepping into that. So I just wanted to relay those messages to you guys. Hopefully you resonate. If you don't, like I said in previous videos, just leave it. My truth is not your truth. I do read for a collective. It may not be for the whole collective, but for a lot of us, it is. Like I mentioned, we've all been through a lot. We've all been the black sheep. We've all felt like outcasts. And I know through the awakening, we have all felt so alone. But like we're finding each other. We're getting to tap into the frequency here and like really start talking about these gifts and just different things. And I'm super excited to know what's to come. And I had a download last night that I'm going to actually record here in a little bit, but I'll probably post it within a couple of days. But it kind of completely blew my mind. It was like 4 in the morning and it completely blew my mind. And I couldn't sleep. I was just so wired out after that. I was like shaking. I was shaking because I was just like, I can't believe this is real. I can't believe this is happening. And I'm like super, super excited to tell you guys about that. But I gotta stop this video because it's going pretty long for TikTok video. But I will record it and I will get it posted. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for your comments, for being here on this journey with me, and for all of us, you know, showing love and really helping each other out. I really, really, really appreciate it. So that's all I'm going to say for now. I love you guys and hope you have a great day.